All right, let's get to it. We just got down to the sewers. I just remembered something. Let's take that out. Alright, apparently we got to sync cloud storage. Let's get the transmitter out. Fake death pill. Hold on, I'm getting a glare. Oh. There we go. Ah, yes, that's the way I gotta go. Yeah, that was a cough. But hello, Sogo. I was very impressed at how quickly your Markhor run was going. Because I think by the time I had logged off here, you were already almost to Ocelot. Alright, single action army bullets. We'll ignore the ration. Uh-oh. I remember the sewers being a lot longer of an area. I'd say they weren't trying hard enough, but I don't want to act like I know any better than speedrunners. Weren't you saying yesterday that like the fastest you had gotten was right around there? I'm doing pretty good. Besides like the occasional fresh waking up in the morning cough, like I'm doing pretty good.
I've been waiting for this. Nobody interfere.
I mean, either way, that's still sub 2 hours, so you proved them wrong.
This is where it ends. Huh? Snake!
What would suck about doing, like, trying to speedrun it, and, like, actually going for a, like, world record or whatever, would be, it's so dependent on how quick you can get that Tsuchinoko.
Huh. Don't die on me yet.
Just to see how everybody ranks up. And you'd want to try and kill as little as possible so this boss fight goes quick. Or I guess I've never actually tried it. Do you have to make it all the way to the Sorrow? Or can you die early and use the revival pill earlier?
Are you one of the Cobras? Sad.
Oh yeah.
So
Because we had talked about the Hornet's Nest yesterday, and how it's the one that everybody forgets. And I just had forgot about it.
And you are one of them. I am the sorrow.
Yeah, because just getting to the end of this just gets you his
Sadness.
camo.
This world is one of sadness. Battle brings death. Death brings sorrow. The living may not hear them. Their voices may fall upon deaf ears. But make no mistake. The dead are not silent. Now you will know the sorrow of those
True that.
lives you have ended.
And because I'm going for story, we're gonna go all the way to the end. It shouldn't be too incredibly bad anyway, because I know I haven't killed a lot.
That is why
I think my favorite camo to get is the ends, just because of how you have to actually hold him up, and I find it hilarious. My favorite looking camo in this game, probably. Oh, I knew that one was gonna hit me. A pretty close tie between Splitter and Snow. I did just read last night that apparently if you put in the Konami code while you're looking at the map, in the fight against the end, it'll show the end's location. And I kind of want to try that. was gonna get me. Nope. Okay. I think I remember that one. But now I'm not entirely sure. No, sorry, I remember the Konami code. That is, when he shoots, he starts to show up on the map. Alright, we're getting through this pretty quick. We're already at the, Fury. Of the Cobras, that's probably my least favorite boss. There we go. As for my least favorite boss in this whole game, probably Volgin.
Boss, you have to shoot me.
I can't.
Shoot me. You want to finish your mission, don't you? Then you'll have to shoot me. The spirit of the warrior will always be with you. Don't be sad. We'll meet again someday.
Boom. Yeah. That is true. I don't think I ever got that camo on anything higher than very easy. I meant to do the R1, but I'm also in the middle of sleeving a magic deck during cutscenes.
Snake, are you all right? That was a close call.
What the hell happened to me?
You were halfway drowned at the bottom of the river. Almost crossed over to the other side.
Other side. So that really was.
Something on your mind, Snake?
Major, was there a man in the Cobra unit called the Sorrow?
Yes, I've heard of him. He was an uncanny soldier who fought alongside the boss.
What kind of man was he?
The Sorrow was a man with, well, special powers. He had ESP, which was the subject of extensive research in the Soviet Union at the time. He was especially gifted as a medium.
A medium?
Someone who can communicate with the spirit world and evoke the spirits of the dead. In other words, he could talk to ghosts. They say he could find out what was going on in a battle by talking to dead soldiers.
What about him and the boss? What was the story between them?
I don't know the details. Why don't we ask Sigurd?
Yo, I finished checking up on this Sorrow guy a while ago. Thought you guys already knew, though,
Knew what?
that he's dead. He's been dead for 2 years
Wow.
now.
Died 2 years ago?
I don't know why I
At
never thought of
Salino
doing
Yards.
that.
You know, those cliffs you were at. And the boss is the one who did him in.
The boss.
Yep. 2 years ago, the boss was sent by the CIA on a secret mission to Salino Yards. That's when she met the Sorrow, who'd gone back to the Soviet Union after the Cobras broke up at the end of the war. Except this time they were enemies.
And then what?
The boss killed the Sorrow herself and accomplished her mission. At least, that's what the records say.
So, he was never there in the first place. He just couldn't let go of the boss.
You okay, Snake?
Yeah, I'm fine. It looks like it's not time for me to die yet.
I sure hope not. Otherwise, the whole mission is shot. We're counting on you, pal.
Roger that. Eva?
Snake, you didn't call. I was worried. Are you all right?
Yeah, I took a pretty freaky detour.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget it. Let's just say I'm back.
Good. But how did you escape from the sewers?
I jumped into the river.
From all the way up there? You're out of control.
Yeah, I got carried away by the current and almost drowned.
Great. That's perfect.
What do you mean that's perfect?
I mean, if you ended up in the river, then I know a good spot nearby.
What
Let's
do you
meet
mean
up
it's
there.
perfect? I almost
Where is
died.
it?
Keep going upstream until you get to a waterfall.
A waterfall, huh?
Right. Behind that waterfall, there's a cave. We'll meet in there.
The cave behind the waterfall upstream. Got it.
See you there.
All right. We'll get back to sleeving during the next series of cutscenes. There's a frog, in case I was wondering. That's another playthrough I need to do where I get all the frogs as well. Yeah. I know, that one's going to be a pain because of the ones when you're on the motorbike. But from what I've read before, because I've tried it before and I just never finished the playthrough, the RPG works very well when you're doing the motorbike section.
Nice to meet you, Snake. I'm Tatiana. Here's your equipment.
Eva, you could use a towel.
So could you.
That's what so I've never tried it myself, but that's what I had read on an online guide once, is that you can use the RPG. And so I'm hoping that's true. Because my other idea was to either use the Patriot or the M63 and just save at the start of every single, which I'm still probably going to save at the start of every screen anyway, and figure out where it is on the map and then just spray and pray. But if the RPG will work.
Want some?
No thanks.
Don't like snakes?
Not for dinner.
Only if it's your snake, Snake.
Didn't you have to eat them at the KGB?
In my training, we always got the good stuff. French, Italian, that kind of thing.
A regular Matahari.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Least
gonna
you could
suck,
do is
but
call me Cynthia.
I gotta
Tell me something. How
I
does
gotta
it
get
feel
the
to spy on
achievement.
your own country?
I can't say it feels good, but it's my job.
One of the achievements
Can't
holding
even
me
eat
up
a
from
snake
getting
during a
all of
mission,
them
huh?
for the HD collection
I wouldn't mind eating you.
is beat all of the VR missions in Substance. Closest I've gotten
When this mission's
was I think I
over,
had
you'll
like
have to treat me to a nice
13
dinner.
or 14
What do
left
you want
for
to
Metal Gear
eat?
Solid 1
Let's see.
Snake,
How about sushi?
but they were like the variety
Sushi.
missions, and it just
It's
was,
Japanese.
it was
I
gonna be
hear it's all
hell.
the rage right now. Supposedly, it's made from raw fish.
Raw fish. Just the place for my survival techniques.
Snake? Thank you, Snake. I'll be your eyes from now on. Thank you, Snake.
Don't worry about it.
Are you all right?
It's not like I can't see. I've got one good eye and can still fire a gun.
Really? Good.
Eva, didn't you steal some explosives out of the fortress?
C3, a highly potent explosive from the west. It can be molded into any shape, like clay. With just this much, you could blow up the Shagohod and the lab along with it.
Is that right?
Yeah, but there's a trick to using it.
Tell me about it.
Well, what do you think? The Shagohod's booster unit uses liquid fuel. The fuel tanks are in the main wing of the weapons lab in the hangar housing the Shagohod itself.
So I should blow up the tanks.
That's the basic idea. It should be enough to blow up the entire hangar. There are 4 fuel tanks. In order to destroy the hangar, you'll have to set explosives on each of those tanks.
All 4 of them?
It should be no sweat for you. Besides, the scientists had the day off today.
So the hangar's completely deserted.
Not quite. They've still got guards posted there.
So what do I do after I set the C3?
The bombs run off a timer. Once the timer has been set, the countdown will begin. When the timer reaches 0, the bombs will all go off at once.
How long do I have?
20 minutes. Once the Phase 2 trials are finished, I wouldn't be surprised if they kill all the scientists to prevent them from talking. So you've got to act fast.
I'll take care of it. Eva, did you get the data on the Shagohod from Sokolov?
Yeah, that's the mission I was given.
By Khrushchev?
Mm-hmm. America doesn't have any use for it, does it? But I haven't forgotten my other mission either. Helping you out. Follow this cave and go up the ladder at the end. You'll come out inside Groznygrad, just southwest of the weapons lab. Do you remember when you went to rescue Sokolov? Remember there was a locked door when you entered the main wing from the second floor of the east wing?
Yeah.
That's the entrance to the Shagohod's hangar. Use this key to open that door.
The door right when I entered the main wing? Got it. What about you?
I'll get things ready for our escape. There's a rail bridge to the north. I'm gonna set a bomb there, so I'm taking half of the C3 with me.
Right. I'll set off the weapons lab then. Try not to be in the neighborhood when it happens.
Gotcha.
And watch out for Ocelot. He suspects you're not who you say you are.
Don't worry. The Colonel still trusts me. And I have my ways. There's not a man alive who can resist my charms. Besides you, of course.
I'm just warning you, Eva. That's all.
I know. Okay, let's go.
You seem like you were born on one of those.
If I didn't ride every day, I couldn't go on living.
Huh?
When I'm riding, the wind hits me so hard that it hurts. That pain keeps my mind off the pain of having to be someone else. It's not easy always fooling myself like this. It's only when I'm on the bike that I'm free to be the real me. I only get off my bike when I fall in love or fall dead.
What's your name?
Tatiana.
No. Your real name.
What's wrong with Tanya?
Okay, Tanya. Don't let anyone see you.
Oh, this? It's a button camera.
What did you do that for?
Insurance. To make sure you don't double-cross me.
Hey,
What?
you're gonna get wet again.
Okay. Back to it. Let's not forget to recatch the Tsuchinoko. There we go. There it is. No. That's not it. What the hell? Oh, it's over here. I was like, I just remember it walks funny. Wait. Mark 22. Okay. I was like, let's not kill it. That would have been hilariously on brand. Honestly, like, if I hadn't read about it online, if I somehow managed to catch it accidentally, I probably would have ate it. Oh, that would have been the worst. Because if it's anything like how I play that part, like, I'm not saving all the time. Yep, Snake, that's some pretty crazy timing. What is it that, what's his bucket says? um, I know that's so helpful. What's his bucket? God damn, what is his name? Psycho Mantis. Good lord, that was a hard one to say. You're either very brave or very foolish. I was just refinishing a sleeve thing. There we go. Okay. That is now done, so I shouldn't have to worry about it for the rest of this time. Alright, so we got 2 there. 3 there. I will say I do miss crouch walking. I can't vault over that? Okay. Oh, totally. I was blown away when he's like, set your controller down and see what I can do. And I was just like, or not. That was no one. Told you. Told you it was no one. I gotta go all the way over that one, don't I? Or do I not have the card equipped? Not camouflage. What am I doing? Backpack. It's not key A. Key C? No. Alright. Or do I have to drag a body over here? Nope. Oh yeah. Definitely getting those. figure out which one it is. There it is.
Snake, I see you've managed to sneak into the hangar.
Yeah, the Shagahard's in here.
The completed Phase 2 Shagahod represents a grave threat to the West. We can't allow it to be mass-produced. You've got to destroy it.
Eva's got the data on the Shagahard. Do you think that's safe?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say it's safe, but Khrushchev is a shrewd leader. I can't imagine he'd use it for anything other than deterrence. Volgin, however, is a different story. He's planning to use the Shagahod to turn the Cold War into a blazing hot one. We can't let him have it.
Agreed.
That leaves just one more mission for you to carry out.
The boss.
Exactly. For now, just focus on destroying the Shagahod.
Yes, sir.
I'll let Sigint fill you in on how to destroy it.
Yo, like Eva was saying, if you're looking to blow the whole place sky high, the best way is to take out those liquid fuel tanks with the C3. You know there's 4 tanks in there, right? You have to put C3 on all 4 of them. To plan a C3 charge, all you gotta do is equip the C3 and press the weapon button while standing in front of a tank.
Just like TNT.
But make sure you don't plant it in the wrong place. You barely got enough C3 as it is, right?
Good point. I'll make sure not to plant it anywhere else.
Good, man. And be careful. Liquid fuel has a nasty habit of going off at the slightest shock. So don't go using any heavy firepower near the tanks unless you're aiming to get yourself barbecued.
I'll keep that in mind.
The C3 charges all have to go off at once if you want to bring down the hangar in one fell swoop. So if I were you, I'd wait until after you plant the last charge to start the timer mechanism.
All right. I'll make sure I finish planting all 4 charges before I start the timer.
Once the timer's set, you've got 20 minutes until it explodes, right? So make sure you get your ass out of that place by then. I think that's about all I've got. The rest is up to you. Good luck, pal.
We're counting on you, Snake.
Okay. Definitely didn't mean to just knock on that. That seemed like a rather foolish thing to do.
Snake,
Eva,
I finished planting the bomb on the rail bridge. If we get rid of the bridge, the enemy won't be able to follow us. That should at least buy us some time. I've also set up the escape route. How are things going on your end?
I just finished planting the 2nd charge. Give me a little more time.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you at the bridge.
Oh, you didn't see nothing. How does he not see it? It's because he's not really paying attention. Gotcha this time.
Got you this time. Major, I finished planting the C3. I'm on my way out now.
Hurry, Snake. Is Eva taking care of the escape route?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
she can handle it.
All right then, well hurry up and get out of there.
Snake!
Why'd you come back?
Sure. Every time it asks me to save, I'll save. Why not?
This woman was found snooping around my underground vault. When she was captured, look what we found on her. The Philosopher's Legacy. This microfilm contains all the information regarding the Legacy. You might say that this film itself is the Philosopher's Legacy.
It was the smell that gave her away. No, not the perfume. It was gasoline. Motorcycle gasoline. She reeked of it.
To think that lovely Tatiana was a spy. We found this radio along with her too. Such a fine woman she was. It almost pains me to have to kill her. Yes, she was an obedient one. She was my precious little pet. Ah! Isn't that right? What was that? Do you have something to say to me?
Go to hell.
You dirty whore. had enough kisses from you. I should have known. Sokolov wasn't man enough to have a lover like that. Just like the KGB to send something so beautiful, yet so deadly.
What is the Philosopher's Legacy?
Very well. I'll explain it before I kill you.
Yes.
During
Let's
the
have the
last Great
30
War,
minutes of
the most
exposition
powerful men in
cutscene.
America, China, and the Soviet Union had a secret pact. The pact was a blueprint for defeating the Axis powers and creating a new world order. To secure victory in the war, the three countries pooled their resources to conduct the most covert types of operations and research. The atomic bomb, rocket technology, the Cobra unit. And they amassed an enormous sum of money to fund these projects, enough to fight the war 5 times over. That wealth is the Philosopher's Legacy. After the war was won, the three countries were to divide the Philosopher's Legacy amongst themselves. This explains why the United States and the Soviet Union were able to steal away the best scientific minds in Germany as soon as the war ended. But our great motherland has far surpassed its pathetic rivals. We possess enormous wealth, the most advanced technology, and overwhelming power, assets fitting of our great country. My father was one of the men in charge of managing the Philosopher's Legacy. In the confusion that ensued after the war ended, he devised a series of ingenious plots to ensure that the Soviet Union would have total control over the legacy. The money was divided up and laundered through banks all over the world. Switzerland, Australia, and Hong Kong. This microfilm contains a record of all those transactions. After my father's death, I learned of this secret and obtained the microfilm. With this money and the support of Brezhnev and his allies, I built this fortress of Groznygrad and Granin's research facility. But that worthless fool Granin failed to produce results. I was forced to turn to Khrushchev's dog Sokolov and his invention, the Shagohod. My position in GRU made it too troublesome to attack Sokolov's facility directly. But the spy network established by the secret pact still existed. I used it to contact the boss and suggested that she defect. The boss was conniving enough to see things my way. The world was once one, but the conflict between the philosophers has torn it in two. We will use the legacy to heal that rift and make the world whole again. To do this, we need strength, an unstoppable trump card with enough power to bring order to the world. That trump card was to be the Shagohod and the Cobra unit. I have lost the Cobras, but I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. Boss, take this someplace safe.
The look she gives him right there. I love
Take
it.
good care of it.
He wouldn't have come waltzing back in here unless he had a reason. The C3's been stolen. He must be planning some sort of sabotage. I'll go see if there are any surprises waiting for us. I'll dispose of her as well. Leave everything to me.
What?
Fight like a warrior, Volgan.
But of course.
Oh snap, she's calling you out, bud.
Let me face him. I've been waiting for this moment. Time to get even. No more judo and no more field strips.
Enough of this. He's mine. You will stand
You did
right
make
there
it back
and watch.
just in
Got it?
time.
Please, Colonel, let me...
Silence! Huh?
Right?
Sorry for the delay. Let's get started, shall we?
Do we have to?
This is a once-in-a-lifetime battle. Let's make it a good one.
Might as well. We're on very easy.
It's just you and me now. And I'm gonna enjoy this.
Oh, that's right, there's a timer. You know, I try. I did forget to change my outfit, though, before starting this fight, so...
You're mine, son of the boss!
Dun, 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 dun. Entirely for the cutscenes. Oh, I guess I can also put the C3 away since it's empty now.
Give it up!
You bastard. I know a lot of streamers don't like backseat gaming, and normally I don't prefer it, but in this fight in particular, feel free. Because this is the fight that annoys the hell out of me. White phosphorus grenade, scorpion bullets. Yeah, it does. Do stun grenades work on him? They do not.
Let's see you dodge this one! Give it up!
Oh, snap! Honestly, never knew that was a thing. I mean, like, I knew, like, the throwing people down. Never thought to try it on a... Ow. Never thought to try it on a boss. Yeah, how about you don't? That's so ridiculous. Stay down for a second. You've changed my life.
Die!
No. That's fair.
God!
This used to be one of those
Shoot
fights that I
him.
just struggled through.
Do you hear me? I said shoot him!
Sorry, Colonel. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What do you mean, you
Oh,
can't?
God.
I made a promise to the boss.
Silence! I am your commanding officer.
That's, I don't know whether to say congratulations or do we need to talk about it?
Are you questioning my authority?
Oh, I figured it was a joke, but...
Fight like a man, Volgin.
Oh, so it's getting worse now.
Emergency. Explosives have been detected. All non-EOD personnel must evacuate immediately.
Ocelot, find those bombs!
Repeat. Explosives have been detected. All non-EOD personnel must evacuate immediately.
Move it!
Huh.
Ready for some more?
Well, I hope the cigarettes trip was recent. This fight has no reason to be this easy anymore. Ow. You said shoot him in the back when he's being show buddy. Not try and punch him. Give me that. Give it. Yeah. Ah, okay, so 8 years ago. Give or take. Depending on which term he was in.
faster! This way! Everybody run! It's gonna blow! I'm out of here! Let's get out of here quick! Hurry! We're all gonna die! Hurry up! Evacuate!
Hop in.
Step on it.
Don't give up! Get moving!
Eva, how did you?
The boss let me go.
The boss? But why?
I'll tell you later. Right now, we've got to get to the lake and escape.
We can't leave yet. I've still got one last job to do.
The boss is already at the lake.
Huh?
She's at the lake. She's waiting for you there.
Waiting for me?
I was hoping I wouldn't have to tell you. I don't want you to fight her.
Well, that's too bad, Eva. We're gonna have to.
But I've come to realize that there's a special relationship between you two. Something I can't understand. Something that goes beyond a man and a woman. I envy you. Really, I do. But I guess I just can't understand it. She asked me to tell you something. I've never seen someone with such clear eyes. There. I said it. Ready to go?
Yeah.
It's not over yet! There is no escape!
We failed!
Not good.
Hold on tight!
Indeed. I got super confused. I was trying to use my mouse to scroll down on here, and I was like, it's not even showing up. Infinite ammo. Ooh. Why not?
Up ahead!
There they are! They're over here!
Oh, I have to reload it. Whoops. I knew that. Okay. Let's take something else for a second.
Watch out!
Where are we going, Eva?
Up ahead!
Oh, I'm dumb. I forgot all about quick reload. Yep. That's been a thing, like, in all of them, too. That was such a wide shot. I might be.
Behind you!
I just really wanted to hit that tank. Move, move. Why not? Yeah. Don't you love when you're in the middle of something that shouldn't be, and you forget simple things like double tap for quick reload?
I can't shake him.
The RPG can't put a dent in that armor.
Let's head for the rail bridge.
Bridge. I thought you rigged it with C3.
I did. We'll lure him onto the bridge.
Blow him up along with it. Good plan.
The bridge is on the other side of the runway. We'll have to cut through the middle of the base. You ready?
Step on it. If he catches up
Just
to us,
below the
we're
guard in
done.
the middle, take out 5 guards with one shot. I'll try to remember that.
Okay, here we go.
Well, Ocelot, you just turned that into an SBR. Or maybe not, because technically it's a pistol brace.
There they are!
Whoops.
Above you!
feels so bad for Ocelot.
Son of a bitch!
I'll grind you into dust! Open fire! I'll grind you into dust!
Snake, we've only got one chance. We'll lure him over towards the other side. When the Shagohod is on the bridge, shoot the explosives. The bomb is planted on the strut of the bridge. Let's go.
Cool, cool. Welcome back. You missed so much. We've been on the back of the motorcycle with Shagohod in hot pursuit.
I planted one C3 charge. Keep your
All right.
The Shagohod's not here yet. Let it come closer.
How do you zoom in? Why?
It's still too early. The Shagohod's not here yet. Let it come closer. It's still too early. The Shag... It's here!
Boom. I just have to remember, like, it's not first-person shooter controls. And that's what always throws me. Even though, I mean, it makes sense because this game is not a first-person shooter.
We did it!
It's over.
Look!
It happens from time to time. In games where I know that, you know, it's doable.
I'm not finished yet!
Eva, you take care of the driving.
Yeah?
Yeah, I trust you. On one condition, though, leave the fighting to me.
You got it. I was getting tired of running away anyway.
Eva, let's do it.
For luck.
Here goes.
All right. Oh, triple clicked it. Where you at? There you are.
Didn't feel a thing!
I'm sure you did.
I can't move!
Stop. I gotta get around to your other side.
What have you done?
Oh, I shot the wrong one is what I've done.
Got it! It's working!
I can't move!
I remember a lot of the Secret Theater. One of my favorites is the one where no, yeah, with the C3 when Snake smashes it against the thing, and he sets the time. I completely whiffed that one.
Did we beat him?
No.
Get off!
What?
I'm gonna lure it back here.
You're gonna use yourself as bait? Are you insane?
I'm used to this guy. I know how to handle him.
I mean, I trust her, Snake. She probably does now. Oh, yeah.
Come on, you blockhead!
I'll have to go back and rewatch this because I vaguely remember them. I remember one where the end is like following you everywhere, and he ends up in like the game's final scene too, and he's pretending to be the bear. And then the Raiden one is kind of like a Terminator parody.
I can't move! Why is this happening?
Whoops. Yeah.
You're wasting your ammo!
Ow. Probably should have shot those out of the air. The second one, doesn't Sigint just like take your spot as the main character of the series? Alright, Eva, I need you to do your job now and distract him again.
What have you done?
These are gonna hit me too. That one hit me right in the face.
Why is this happening? Burning hell!
That's right. Snake is immune to your missiles.
Snake! Who's afraid of a little thunder?
Fried by a bolt of lightning. A fitting end. It's finally over.
It's not over yet,
No time
Snake.
for this now. The escape craft is just up ahead. Let's get going.
Not backpack. What am I doing? Actually, no, not backpack. It's not under face either. That was a horrible shot.
There they are! Don't let them get away!
4 and 1, huh?
Over there! Go get him!
Probably should have reloaded.
It's an ambush!
They're not going anywhere. Stop them!
Sorry, Eva. Where we at? Where we at? Perfect.
Get over there! Damn it! Damn it! Ah! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
What am I doing?
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
This.
Shoot the log.
Where? Ah, there it is. The trick for like getting the frogs on this part will be, all right, I'll take down both of those with one. Having watched videos and learning where exactly they are. Ow! What are the freaking odds of that?
Here comes the jump. Hold on tight.
But I don't wanna.
Looks like they finally gave up.
Don't start celebrating yet. We're leaking fuel.
Damn it. Tank shot up. Crap. Eva!
I'm over here. Snake. How's it look?
Pretty bad.
Not a sensitive bone in your body.
Eva,
What about you, Snake?
I'm fine.
That's good to hear.
We have to get away from here, Eva. Let's go.
Leave me.
Eva!
The boss is waiting for you. You have to go. Give me a gun.
No, we're getting out of here.
We're still far away from the lake. I'll never make it.
I can't believe this.
Uh-huh.
I never thought I'd see you act this weak.
What do you mean?
Listen to me, Eva. We're doing this together.
No, you...
Eva, I need you.
Say that one more time.
I need you. I can't fly the wig by myself.
Wait a.
All right, then. I guess I'd better help you out.
Oh. The sound it makes gets me every time.
You're lucky to have me. No.
Snake, can you hear me?
Paramedic, thank God. Eva's been seriously hurt.
So have you.
Luckily, I think her organs are all intact, but
Calm down, Snake.
calm down.
You'll both be fine as long as you get the proper emergency treatment. But you're the only one who can do this. Understand? So you've got to calm down.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Now let's open up the survival viewer and treat the injury. Do you have supplies with you?
I'm running kind of short.
Then by switching the survival viewer over to Eva, you can treat her wounds too. Now get to work. Oh, and Snake, I'm pretty sure you know this already, but if you don't have enough supplies for the both of you, your wounds come first.
Huh?
Do you get my meaning, Snake? You've still got a mission to complete.
Yeah. I know what I have to do.
Snake?
Like this.
Okay, I'm gonna pause for just a second because I need to go use the restroom super quick, so I'll be right back. All right, and we are back. Gameplay. Cure. Deep cut would be styptic, disinfect, suture, bandage, bone fracture, splint, bandage. Oh yeah, probably should cure Eva. Deep cut. Styptic, disinfect, suture, bandage. Do it in backwards order because we gotta confuse Eva. Why are you bandaging it? Now you're going to sew it together? Now you're gonna disinfect? What is wrong with you, Snake?
Can you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
Here. It's different from the Mauser. When you're using a two-hand grip, you have to be careful where you put your hands or your fingers will get burned by the exhaust gas from the cylinder gap.
Well, that's right, because she burns through stuff so much quicker. I should have answered that phone call. Oh well. Okay. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. I'm just realizing I never even picked up the M16. Wrong one. There we go. I had to remember how to call her. This was the most stressful part of my no alerts playthrough I did to get an achievement.
The enemy! He's here! It's the enemy! What's wrong?
It's the enemy!
What's wrong?
welcome back. I don't know how long you've been back. I just saw it for the first time. Oh, that's right. You blow through your food. Let's eat that. So I fed it to myself. Oh no.
This tastes like crap.
You're not wrong, Eva.
Yuck.
Okay. Oh! Yep, I deserve that. That's fair.
Watch out. Got company.
The enemy. He's here.
Come on, Eva. Oh, it's a frog. Okay.
Who's the enemy?
Oh!
Where's he hiding? Where's he hiding?
Oh!
What's wrong?
Too far away? Still too far away?
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
I feel like I see a person. Yes. But we're just trying to get over there. see you. You can make it a little further.
Food.
You don't need it, Ava.
Come on, Snake. We made it.
We made it.
Over there. It's the boss, isn't it? I'll go get the wig ready to take off.
Right.
I'll leave you two alone. But come back in one piece, okay? Promise me!
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss. Why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole. But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers
Yeah, I hope my
began to fight
CCQC is
amongst
good too.
themselves, and the world was torn apart.
I definitely
The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought
may or may
alongside
not
me,
be trying
were
to
torn
read tips
apart
on
as
it for
well.
right now.
The foibles of politics and the march of time can turn friends into enemies just as easily as the wind changes. Ridiculous, isn't it?
Apparently,
Yesterday's
easiest way to beat
ally
her
becomes
non-lethally
today's opposition. And this Cold War,
is to cheese it with thermal
think back.
goggles
When I was
and a
leading the
Moisen
Cobras,
Nagant.
America and Russia were fighting together.
I have half of that.
Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy?
Yep.
There is no such thing. And
That's what
never
I'm gonna
has
try and
been.
do. I've actually,
And the reason is that our enemies are human
as
beings like us.
far as I can
They can
remember,
only be our enemies in
I
relative
think
terms.
I may have only beat her lethally once.
The world must be made
I've
whole
always done
again.
this as a CQC fight.
The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will
But
achieve that end.
I never got good at it.
Just as I once created the Cobras.
It usually always took me multiple
They are
tries.
my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family. It was November 1st, 1951. I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing. The name Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze my blood white. Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others. We'll never have the chance to die peacefully of old age. We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future. In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program. Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets. The government wanted human data. So they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose.
Bum bum bum.
At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays, and whoever they sent up would inevitably be exposed to heavy radiation. That's why they chose me. After all, I'd already been irradiated once. Of course, you won't find any of this in the history books. I could see the planet as it appeared from space. That's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power struggle between the US and the USSR. Politics, economics, the arms race, they're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that, but the Earth itself has no boundaries. No East, no West, no Cold War. And the irony of it is, the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the 21st century, everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth. A world without communism or capitalism, that is the world I wanted to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba, to Bahia de Cochinos. It was part of a CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back to their country. But the US government betrayed them. Our weak-kneed president held back their air support. Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence. I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending. I was driven from the surface world, and I went underground. Then, 2 years ago, I faced the Sorrow, my old comrade in battle. He was my friend. But one of us had to die. I was left with no choice. The Sorrow gave his life for me. There is no enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the philosophers. Early in the 20th century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wise Men's Committee. The secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s. After that, the organization began to run out of control, and the Wise Men's Committee degenerated into a mere shell.
Is
of
it
its
really a
former
Metal
self.
Gear game if you don't have a massive
The
lore drop at the
philosophers
very
of
end?
today have no sense of good or evil. Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every war. They have become war itself. That's how they operate. The sacrifices of war cause a shift in the times. This shift leads to renewed conflict, and in turn triggers the next war. Like a nuclear chain reaction, each conflict sparks countless others, forming an endless spiral that will continue on for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake?
Fair
By
play.
consuming me and you, the philosophers
I didn't
intend to
realize
keep
today
that
is
cycle
the
going
35th
forever.
anniversary of Metal Gear.
It was my father who explained all of this to me. He was one of them. You see, I am the last remaining child of the philosophers. But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me. In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy. We'd been given a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations. I was pregnant at the time. The Sorrow was the father. I gave birth on the field of battle.
I have
A beautiful
started
baby boy.
the first one
But
when
my
it was
child
released with
snatched away
Subsistence.
from me by the philosophers.
But games from that era are difficult for me
Look at this scar.
because
This is proof that
they
I
aren't
was once
as,
a mother.
and it's not, hand-holdy isn't the right
I
word, but
gave
they
up
are a
my
lot more
body and my
like,
child for my country. There is nothing left.
it's harder
inside
to know
me
where to
now.
go.
Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me. I feel content. Snake, commence the operation. I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, MiGs will come and bomb the hell out of this place. If you can beat me in less than 10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Boss?
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. Face me.
Alright, let's do this.
Let's see what you're...
Oops. Yep, I deserve that.
Move or you're dead.
Don't you tell me what to do. Bone fractured. Splint bandage. Oh, let's not forget about the solid, liquid, and solidus snakes. And the random green tree python?
Where did you go?
Does it not let you do the free camera here? Nope. Okay.
Here
What are
I
you doing?
come.
How's that fair? Where you at?
There you are.
Yeah, there I am.
Brace yourself.
Damn it!
Heads up, Snake.
Did I pick it up already from over here? There it is. That's fair.
Let's see what you're made of.
Nope.
You'd better run.
Wait, where'd she fall? There she is. You. Oh, it's like I'm right on top of it.
Where are you hiding?
Nowhere. How did you not see me? Okay. I will, wait, what was that on my foot? Broken bone? Yep, let's sew up my broken bone. I'm a...
There you are.
Oh, come on!
Here I come.
Well, that's not what I meant to do.
Here I come. You've gotten stronger.
Nowhere. Collecting the last snake real quick. Not that there's any reason to.
Here I come.
Hey, that works. Not that I was ever in doubt that it wouldn't work. You don't know that I'm here.
There you are. Is that all?
Oh.
Pathetic. 5 more minutes.
Oh. Okay. There's literally no reason to do this at this point, but didn't need to suture that. Valid. Oh, wait. Because we have it. Yeah. I just had to get my timing down, was all.
Take this. Keep it safe. It's our only hope.
A patriot? Why are you giving me this?
Jack. Or should I say, Snake?
Thank you.
You're a wonderful man. Kill me. Kill me now. Do it.
I was gonna start 4 today, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to before I have to go do stuff. I got some errands I need to run.
There's only room for one boss.
But we'll finish
and
this
one
up first.
snake.
Get through all the cutscenes and all of that. And the flowers turn red. Adulting sucks. And it was stuff I had forgot about until this morning when my wife was getting ready for work and she was like, don't forget, I need you to get these groceries so that we can have I'm drawing a blank. I forget what she's making for dinner. But I know I need to pick up chicken and vegetables for it. So we'll go with some kind of chicken dish. Yesterday I made you do a Markhor run, and now today I'm making you want chicken. Now, I want you to stick around, but I don't know. Maybe I'm a bad influence for you.
Ready to go, Snake? Are you okay? Snake?
I told you, the unfollow button doesn't exist anymore.
I told you you could trust me.
I get that. I can sit here and I can say that nothing sounds good, and then as soon as somebody's like, yeah, but, you know, it's been a while since we had, like, buttered chicken or something. And I'm like, valid point, let's go get it. At least I didn't like mention something separate from chicken. I just gave you a specific chicken to get now.
Too heavy!
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Oh. Unfollowing after I gave you the good idea. That hurts. That hurts.
I picked up a few new moves.
Oh. Well. Yeah, no, probably gonna be pretty difficult.
It doesn't feel right to shoot an unarmed man. But I'll get over it. Eva! What do you say to one last showdown?
Yeah, all right.
What's your name?
Snake.
No. Not that name. You're not a snake, and I'm not an ocelot. We're men with names. My name is Adamska. What's yours?
John.
Very well, John. Plain name. But I won't forget it. Come on!
I genuinely don't remember which one it is. You too? We'll be back, of course, I went right. Sounds about right. I will be back tomorrow with Metal Gear Solid 4, so if you feel like hanging out then, come on back. Have a good one. Boom.
It's a blank. Oh, that was fun. Till we meet again, John.
Give me a hand! Whoa! Come on, pull up! We made it.
Yeah, we sure did.
Oh no, Migs! There's no way out! What are we gonna do?
We've come too far to let them stop us now. Those things have got to be armed.
It's no use. There's no way we can outmaneuver them. They're gonna shoot us down. We were so close.
Weapon systems on.
Locked on target. I got towed.
You were great, Eva.
Huh?
Thanks.
Hulk 19, this is Control. Stand by for a direct order from the chairman.
19, return to base immediately. Do you read me? This is a direct order from Comrade Khrushchev. Return to base immediately. Both 19, do you copy? Understood. Aborting mission. RTB.
Look! The MiGs, they're turning back! Woo!
Well done, Snake.
The MiG's disengaged.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is, you made it out alive. As long as Khrushchev is with us, I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone out to Galena Base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the President himself are waiting at Langley. Don't keep them waiting.
Yes, let's save.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I've left America behind me.
But you saved this country.
I didn't do it alone.
And I still owe you a dinner.
Is that part of your mission too? Or is it an order? Or is it an invitation? A proposal? I don't take orders from anyone now.
Boom.
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge. Forgive me, Snake.
Good morning, Snake. I hope you slept well. First of all,
I have to apologize. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev. I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA.
I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ 2nd Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you. And I'm sorry.
The philosophers still exist in China, too. You see, my mission was to find out where Volgan was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The two NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgan, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy, too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help. I too am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools.
What?
I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgan couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you. But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other. And not because you saved my life. But because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And you have to live. Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice. Because that was her duty.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss. You are a true patriot.
Shake his hand, Snake. Do it. Do it. Just kidding. Don't shake his hand. You did it.
In the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgan inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgan's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgan fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given. And she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people,
Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Ba da dum. Ba da 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 dum.
Yes, Grozny Grad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands.
Bum bum bum.
With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them.
Boom.
I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I am always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
Bum bum bum. Whoops. Well, killed 128 people. Seriously injured 20 times. 15 alert phases, not bad. 8 hours. Hey, we got the title, Tsuchinoko. Let's save. Ooh, what new item did we get? Single Action Army, Patriot, Brown Face Paint, Infinity, National Flag, Tuxedo, Unlocked Downloadable Camo, Desert Tiger, Flectarn. Yes. All right. And with that, I got some things I got to get taken care of. So I'm going to finish up today, and we'll be back tomorrow with Metal Gear Solid 4. Everybody have a good time, and I'll see you all tomorrow.